My name is Mathias. I came to say this. I've got a big bushy beard and kissable lips. And I carry all my fat in my ass and my hips. The rest of me is skinny as a stick.
Hi everyone, it's Hillary Donnell. We are once again doing the Exeter Oddity Showcase, and we're really excited. We are in a totally new venue to us. This is the Stone Church in Newmarket, New Hampshire. We're really excited to be here. I'm so excited to be here with the Burning Hell.
For the Burning Hell, we're from Atlantic, Canada. My name is Mathias.
And I'm Ariel.
I'm Darren. Hello.
Yeah, and we're a narrative-based indie folk rock band from Newfoundland / Prince Edward Island.
Yeah, that was well said. And
Is
we're
that
at the
okay?
we're at the very end of a 6-week tour of the States right now.
Mm-hmm.
So at the moment we've got one more show to play, and then we're back to Canada. We started on the West Coast. We went down from Vancouver down to LA, and then across up through the desert and the Midwest and the Rust Belt, and hung out in New York for a while, and then we've been in New England for the last couple of weeks, and now heading back to Canada.
You guys are officially our furthest flung act.
Oh yeah.
Before it was just Boston.
Yeah,
so
we got Boston beat.
Yeah. We definitely
For
beat
sure,
Boston.
when I sent you that email and saw that you guys were going to be in Portsmouth, I'm like, oh, it's just a little hop over.
Yeah.
I thought you guys were going to be like, no, Or just like delete the email
Oh,
and never
no.
speak to me again.
No, of course
And
not.
you would never know it, but I would like probably be like, oh, I'll just go to the show, and I would just sit there being like, oh, they hate me.
Oh, no. We're very happy to be here.
Well, none of that happened.
None of that happened.
So how you guys been enjoying like the New England area since you said you've been here for a couple weeks?
It's been great. I feel like I finally understand leaf peepers and the reason for that sort of part of the tourism industry, because like it's not dissimilar back home where we live, and we get it too a little bit, but not as much as here. And it's been a really nice time of year to be touring through New England. Like we've had all the best weather and the best light, and yeah, fantastic.
You guys are a very storied, unique band with lots of depths and interesting nooks and crannies. So I'm going to start with, what questions do you hate being asked in interviews? So I can mentally cross them off the list.
Right.
Oh, wow.
Despised questions, just,
How would you describe your music?
yeah.
Where-
like as if the interviewer has never heard your music,
Yeah.
which is rough.
Where does the name
Oh.
come from?
The one I dislike is, what can people expect from
Oh,
your
yeah.
concert tonight?
Uh-huh.
Like,
That's one of the worst
Well,
questions
we'll
ever.
play our instruments on a stage. And
Yeah. We'll
We're
sing
gonna,
some
We're going to
songs.
stand there in complete and utter silence,
Yeah.
and we won't even, the instruments will be on the ground. You'll have to play them
Yeah.
for
Yeah.
us.
Yeah, I'll make balloon animals. I don't know. It's such a
always
weird question when people
difficult
ask.
questions to answer.
Yeah. Yeah.
So are you guys on tour?
So are
Oh,
you
yeah.
guys on tour?
Are you
Classic.
on tour?
You on tour right now? Classic.
Especially if they're not from your like home area.
Yeah.
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 Yeah, I'm in another place where I don't.
Yeah,
I'm
yeah.
looking around like, hey guys, this isn't Canada, so
Yeah.
I'm either on tour or on vacation.
I actually traveled thousands of miles just for this moment right now, and then I'm gonna go home. Yeah.
I took a plane, a bus. We
Yeah.
just went crazy.
But I mean, having said that, I mean, I think there's in a world of questions, those are the only ones I think that I really
Yeah.
Like
don't
the
like.
eye
Most
rollers.
questions I do like.
Yeah, so now that we've told you all the questions,
All the
not
questions
to
you hate. I assume that also goes into like, how did you guys do the world record?
Oh
no,
no,
we
we
can
can talk
talk
about that
about
for
that.
sure.
I
Yeah.
was really curious about that because
Yeah.
I've seen little blurbs on that. I know you guys lots of switch out performance. You guys are like the current lineup, or were you guys all involved
We've
in the
been the
record?
kind of core
We
of the
were,
band
yeah.
for a long time.
Yeah, there were a couple of others who were with us for a few years, and then they kind of aren't able to tour as much for various reasons. And so now we're kind of the core of the band, but we were all on the world record tour, which, yeah.
How did it feel? How exhausted were you? How many caffeinated beverages?
Do you know what? I would say it wasn't that bad for us because we weren't driving. We had a driver.
Exactly, yeah.
I mean,
We
it was
did drink a lot of caffeinated
we
beverages.
did drink a lot of caffeinated
regardless.
beverages,
But
yeah. So yeah, we played 10 shows in 10 countries in 24 hours.
It did help that it was Europe.
Yes.
Absolutely.
Well, yeah.
Yeah, the only place you can.
You can't get any record in the U.S. trying to get anywhere.
No, I mean I know there's records for like the most shows in the most
States,
states
yeah.
in 24 hours
you'd
or
have
whatever.
to do that in New England, probably.
Yeah.
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 But
yeah,
yeah.
you need your Rhode Island, and we needed our Liechtenstein,
Yeah.
which we got.
Mhm.
Yeah.
But no, it was fun. It was I probably wouldn't do it again, but I'm glad we did it once. Yeah.
Yeah, it was a goofy thing to do. So basically, we had accidentally played 4 shows in 24 hours the year before we did the world record, and we were like, wow, this must be some kind of world record, patting ourselves on the back, of course. And then we looked it up, and of course it wasn't. But the world record wasn't actually that big. It's unofficial because the Guinness Corporation hates us. No.
They refuse to recognize it because, according to the rule for that particular record, or one of the rules is
Yeah.
you have to take at least one commercial flight as part of your record attempt, and we did everything by car.
There were a lot of other things too, like you needed to play in venues of 300 capacity or larger. There needed to be advance tickets, and tickets had to cost a certain amount.
Yeah,
so,
which we thought was-
so basically, I mean, it was for famous people to do. So although
Yeah.
our world record is not recognized officially, I think
Yeah.
it should stand. I think.
It definitely stands. I think it's
unfair
actually
that it
better.
doesn't
It's
stand.
better than
Yeah.
than doing it the the official way, because those rules are stupid.
Yeah, and as a result, I don't drink Guinness anymore.
Really?
Strictly Murphy's.
It's a
Strictly
protest.
Murphy's, yeah.
I wish the Guinness Corporation would not oppress the verdict. Very, very rude of them.
Exactly.
Absolutely.
Yes.
I still drink it, I'm just kidding.
Do you have an influence that you think people would find unexpected? Just your most disparate influence? But I know that you also write inspired by writing and music, which people don't always expect very literary writing. So that's kind of a...
Yeah, so I mean, for myself anyway, I would say my musical influence that surprises, my biggest musical influence that surprises people, I would say, is Creedence Clearwater Revival. It's hard maybe to hear it in our music, but I grew up listening to CCR constantly, and they remain one of my favorite bands of all time. And I know for sure that like those songs and words and melodies have crept into my brain and influenced my writing in pretty deep ways. So yeah, that's the musical one that I would say surprises a lot of people. And then yeah, like I mean, literature, I definitely draw a lot on literature. There's a lot of literary references in the songs, and but that's everything from, I wouldn't say there's just one author that kind of dominates everything from like current pop cultural writing to classics. I think I'm also like the songwriting anyway is also pretty heavily influenced by like other parts of popular culture, especially the stuff that I grew up with. So like a lot of films, like a lot of 80s and 90s films, and other bands and like events, things that have happened, stuff like that. So yeah, I think we all can't help but be influenced by that part of our world.
Since we're in a church, I'll say Sister Rosetta Tharpe.
Absolutely.
Yeah, who's like the greatest guitar player ever. Yeah. Do you know her?
Not sure.
Started in the 40s, I'd say.
Yeah.
Yeah. There would be no Chuck Berry if she wasn't.
No
around.
Jimi Hendrix.
Yeah. Just
Without
incredible.
Sister Rosetta Tharpe.
Yeah. She's mine.
I'm not the songwriter in the band, but I guess as a performer and a musician, I feel like I am heavily influenced by Dolly Parton. Yeah, because she's amazing and shameless. And
Hard to argue with Dolly.
that is what I want to be when I get on stage. Is just someone who is play everything and be totally themselves and totally shameless and be that on stage.
They've all been making plans for Nigel. And by they I mean the ornithologists. They live in houses made of bricks and glass. Nigel lives alone at the edge of the cliff. The bird banners fill binders and books of his biography. They know his habits and report his faults, dictaphones. Meanwhile, Nigel wonders why don't they ever ask me? I can tell them there's a difference between being lonely and being alone. Scientists publish papers and secures to grants to repopulate Nigel's future neighborhood with concrete caster and carving concocted a plan, but they couldn't have predicted Nigel's commitment to bachelorhood. Call to the concrete colony by cassette. to settle down. Nigel, he felt badly for the dumb scientists. Stuff he was no brain, and his heart was huge. She chose a concrete mate, and he built her a nest. He figured it was what they wanted him to do. Nigel did most of the talking, but he was used to that. Usually they just sat there and stared out to sea. When he died, Bernard Nigel's tiny tombstone epitaph. Here lies Nigel the Gannet, loved but never lonely.
Is there an interesting venue or like a unique place that always sticks out in your memory?
Oh,
that you
there's
just
so
really
many.
enjoyed? I know you guys have so many.
There's so
Yeah,
many, it's
I
hard to
think-
choose just one. But I would say generally touring has provided us with a really wonderful and kind of unique lens on the places that we've gone. On the one hand, it sort of puts us in a bubble because playing music, especially the kind of music that we play, we tend to meet, in the music world, the indie music world in general, you kind of tend to meet people with similar sorts of like politics and outlooks on the world and kind of stuff like that. So maybe we get like a little bit of a skewed perspective on what a particular country or state is like or something like that. But on the other hand, I feel like we also get a kind of a unique window onto the places that we go.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Yeah, and I think what you're kind of alluding to also is just that we've toured in some strange spots also.
I love it.
We definitely don't just do the regular circuit, and that has just been really awesome most of the time. I mean, some of the recent places that we've gone that I really loved, we played on the Shetland Islands, and we stayed with two ornithologists. One was an ornithologist / songwriter, and they taught us so much about seabirds, and we got to just see so many amazing things, and then play for people who, I mean, they've never heard of us, but we made a few fans on the Shetland Islands, and that's a pretty special thing to get to do, and and to meet people in places like that, or I mean, I think Palermo in Sicily was a wonderful place that we've been and gotten to play, and we were really lucky there because the guy that set up the show in this little record store in Palermo had been playing some of our songs. He DJ'd at the bar across the street, and so there were people that knew our songs. It was our first time there, and it's really special to get to kind of meet so many people and suddenly like kind of expand your community in a kind of global way, and I mean, that's one of the wonderful things about touring for probably any band, but because we don't just do the big cities, the standard tour route, I think it just makes it a little bit more special when those
Definitely.
moments happen.
So this tour, for example, is our first American tour ever. We've been a band for 10 years, and we've been mostly focusing on touring in
Antarctica.
Europe and the UK and Canada, of course. And this is our first time in the States, and this tour really happened because a number of venues and promoters reached out to us. And then we thought, okay, well, we'll just make it happen somehow. We'll fill in the blanks.
You guys being magnificent yes-anders.
On my current bucket list of a place we've never gone on tour that I would love to go on tour is Japan.
For sure. That's really cool.
Australia was on it for a while, but we're actually going to Australia for the first time in the winter, their summer, which is great.
As a videographer, something I love asking about is the music video process. What has that been like for you guys? I know you have a decent amount of them. Can you just pick one experience you had with it or something like that? I just love hearing about that.
Sure.
I want to make a music video so bad someday.
Oh yeah. So we also wanted to make music videos pretty bad, and the first one that we made, was it Grown Ups?
Mm-hmm.
So even before we did the amateur rappers video, which we paid people who knew what they were doing to do, but Mathias and I just started filming stuff on well, we had some kind of DSLR at the time, and learning how to edit stuff, and so a lot of the videos that we've made have been made that way with no budget because we can't afford to pay people to make music videos for us, and we love having them. And obviously, in this day and age, having YouTube videos is very helpful to get your music out there. But what we are good at, I think, is having funny ideas.
Definitely.
And so the quality of the video is not always amazing, but we think our ideas are very good.
Often the quality is pretty decent too. I feel like we've gotten a lot better at at shooting and editing over the years too.
Yeah.
And like once in a while we do have a budget and hire a videographer to make a video for us.
Mm-hmm.
But even in those cases, it's been us that have done the bulk of the directing. I love making music videos, like almost as much, sometimes even more than writing songs or playing songs. It's so much fun. And yeah, it's something that like I think even if we constantly had like a giant budget to throw at filmmakers, I would still want to be really involved in the process because it's so much fun.
We talk a lot about our bazillion different ideas for music videos, and the problem is it's hard to, because we're just doing them ourselves, it's hard to, in the album cycle, make a video for even a couple of the songs.
Totally, yeah.
To have the time and the budget, even when we're just doing it ourselves.
If we can do like two videos per
costumes.
album, then we're doing well, I think. Often it's...
But I hope for the next one, every album we make, we're like, we're going to make a video for every song on this one. But it is yet to happen. Although we have a few like half-finished videos for old albums, and I don't think there needs to be like a timeline necessarily.
No, definitely not.
Yeah. We made
Yeah.
another one for this 10-year-old song
Yeah.
or something.
No restrictions, no practicality, no even concept of somebody wanting to buy it. Dream merch. What does your logo need to go on or not need to go on ever?
Tea towels.
That's true. Tea towels. I actually, have been wanting to make a map, a fictional kind of map that has all of the Burning Hell songs and locations on it, and sell that as a tea towel because I love map tea towels and I collect them when we go places. That's why we tour to strange places, just so I can get more tea towels and snow globes.
Snow globe would be good.
A snow
as
globe
well.
would be cool. I looked into snow globes. Yeah. They are. Yeah.
You guys are all unified on
Yeah.
Oh, definitely tea towels. I feel like tea towels is
gotta happen,
achievable.
I guess.
It's not
Yeah.
such a dream. It's like it's a.
I think you guys just have to start looking on those websites.
We can do that one.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, no, we just need to draw a fantastic map.
Mhm.
That's the problem.
Yeah.
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 Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah.
All right, it's on my to-do list.
All right. Free space. Does everyone have something they want to say? We are getting towards the wrap.
Matthias has a Patreon.
I do.
Let's just go straight into
Yeah.
the plugs.
Sure.
You can sign up.
Yes.
And he writes very engaging blog posts and shares all sorts of music and process stuff and hopefully lots of music videos and advanced tea towel purchase links.
Yes, you're really a tea towel fan. That's where you got to go.
Yeah.
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah, and I guess you can also everyone can follow us on all the various
We're on
websites,
all of
that
them.
stuff.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah.
all
Yeah.
that kind of stuff. Look up the Burning Hell.
Yeah.
That's been really lovely.
Absolutely, coast to coast.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah.
I'm sad it's over. I'm also very tired. I know.
I know.
Yeah.
Oh. Until next time.
Until
I
next
guess.
time. Yeah, we'll be back. As long as your society doesn't collapse, we'll be back.